Alright guys, I've got a little impromptu video today. I wasn't actually expecting to record anything, but I was just checking Twitter there and I saw the big news that Bob Iger is gone as Disney CEO. He's no longer there. This is pretty big news. I'm quite shocked. Don't know what to say other than I was expecting this to happen in the next few years, but I didn't think it would happen now. Some things that have happened in recent years make a bit more sense now after hearing this. So I've got the, I'm up in an article right now. The Verge, I don't really know much about this, but like I've just picked this article here that I'm reading and it says here he's stepping down CEO immediately, he's gone, but he's still going to be there until next year. I don't know when he's going to be leaving, but he's been replaced by some other guy, Bob Chapek, don't know who that is. I'll be honest though, I was genuinely surprised that he wasn't replaced by someone big, like a big name person that we would have known. But it seems they've went with someone else in the company, which makes sense, you know, you'd think they would do that. I'll be honest, I genuinely thought for a long time that he was going to be replaced by Kevin Feige, you know, the guy heading Marvel for a long time. I'm not sure if this guy's going to be staying on or not too long. I'm just reading this here. So yeah, Disney have, what can I say about Disney? They're the biggest company in the world at the moment, at least the biggest entertainment company. And that's why I wanted to cover this story, because I like to think I'm a big entertainment guy, a big film guy. This is an entertainment channel, and I felt, well, owe you guys a little discussion on it and what I think, and basically just that I'm a bit shocked, to be honest. I'm surprised. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of Disney. I will admit I've had a lot of issues with them in recent years. In fact, I've talked about that quite a bit on the channel and on Twitter, but at the same time, this is quite significant because, you know, Disney are a big company. And Bob Iger's been there for years, and he's been there, what, since 2004 or something? It's been a while. He's been there for a long time, and, you know, made so many movies and whatever else since then, and a lot has happened. So yeah, it's just crazy to see that he's leaving now, especially after the year they had last year. And if you just look at the amount of films that Disney brought out last year and the amount of money they made, I mean, just look at how much, you know, Avengers, look how much Avengers made. You know, Avengers Endgame came out and was like the highest grossing film of all time. Insane, you know. Lion King as well made a lot of money. Frozen, you know, Toy Story 4, all these movies came out, some others, Aladdin, you know. And that's the thing, they make so many films now. They've got all these Marvel movies, which are the most successful thing in the world, these live action remakes, the animated films, even though I've not really watched a lot of the animated films recently, you know. I think the one I watched most, I think the last one I watched was Moana, which came out a few years ago, and that was alright, it was decent. Actually, no, I take that back, I watched Toy Story 4, and didn't really care for it, if I'm being honest. But, you know, that's a video for another time. But you know, I'm a big fan of the Marvel movies, and Star Wars as well, of course. Could even forget that. But that's the thing though, it's like Star Wars has been completely, almost destroyed under Disney. I mean, I do not think they've been successful there. Yes, I know the films have made money and stuff, but done a lot of damage to the franchise, and you know, the fans, they've pissed a lot of fans off with these movies and stuff. And I really don't think they're going to continue that. I think they're going to have to go back and fix a lot of it. And I think, you know, it's interesting that he's leaving now. Like I said, I mentioned Disney Plus there. Disney Plus was his sort of brainchild. It was his baby, you know. He was the one that was really promoting it and pushing it the last few years and saying, it's going to change entertainment, it's going to be the next big thing. Watch out, Netflix, you know. It's like, he was really hyping up, and now he's gone. It's kind of funny, so it's because, like, Disney Plus, for any, just to give you all a bit of context, Disney Plus hasn't even released here yet. We don't get it until next month, I think March 31st, so just about a month away until it comes out, and I'm not planning on getting it, by the way. I have no interest at the moment, and until they bring out the Falcon and Winter Soldier TV show, there's really nothing on there for me. Yeah, nothing new anyway. But yeah, I've no interest at the moment. But it was still a big thing, and you know, streaming is such a big and vital thing now, and it's crazy that he's leaving it at this moment in time, and especially with how the state that Star Wars is in, the state that Marvel is in now going forward. I mean, on one hand, you could say he's jumping off at the right moment. This is the perfect time to leave. It's at the top of the world right now. He's just going to go off, ride off into the sunset, or I don't know, maybe run for president in a few years. I have no idea what he's going to do. But yeah, it's mental to think that he's gone, because he has been there for a good part of my life, I will say that. And this new guy coming in, like I says, I know nothing about him. Apparently he runs the theme parks or something, which is interesting because the theme parks are a big, big part of Disney as a whole. And maybe he runs that really well. Maybe that's why he's been brought in. Like I says, I don't know much about him, but it will be interesting to see where Disney goes forward with this, where they go from here, because I don't think they can go anywhere else other than down with how successful they've been. And I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but you look at all the films they've brought out recently, they're not going to have another year like they did last year. Like, that was a one-off. That's not getting emulated again. You're not going to bring out an Avengers film, a Frozen film, a Toy Story film, a ton of live action remakes as well that are very successful. I mean, they've done pretty much most of the live action films that are really popular. Like, they're doing Mulan next, it comes out in a few weeks. What are they going to do after that? I mean, they've already done pretty much most of the successful films. Maybe, and here's just a suggestion, especially now that Bob Iger's gone, Mr. likes to remake everything himself, maybe they should make some new movies. Like I said, just a suggestion. I mean, they've got that new Pixar film coming out, Onward, comes out I think next week, and that actually looks quite interesting. Hopefully that's the future of Disney going forward. We need to wait and see. But it doesn't feel like a formality, I'll say that. It definitely feels way too sudden, as if something is going on behind the scenes, I don't know what. But, it'd be interesting to see. I'll tell you one thing though, I'm surprised he went before Kathleen Kennedy did. I would have expected her to go first. And the fact that she's still there at the head of Lucasfilm, that is very concerning for me and for a lot of others, and I hope that she is gone soon. Maybe she will, maybe she'll be following him soon enough. Need to wait and see. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you've got anything you want to say, if you're big Bob Iger fans, or you like a lot of things that he did at Disney, or if you didn't like what he did, if you're a big critic of the guy like me, just say what you want down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on it, basically. And until then, I'll see you guys later.